Shalom. This is Kamali Arla out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that pushing out this truth and sincerity, alright? This is a quick news update, alright? And it's pertaining to, well, this first article I have, basically going into U.S. North Korea. Trump and Kim agree to restart talks in an historic meeting. All right. So I'll read a little bit. It says Donald Trump has become the first sitting U.S. president to set foot in North Korea after meeting Kim Jong-un in the area dividing the two Koreas. Okay. So when you read it, Salakia, when you read it, all right, it goes into how they befriended each other at the summit, okay, the G20 summit, all right, and I played a video, but you have them basically shaking hands.
Well, we're expensing it anyway, right? So I'm gonna
and so on and so forth.
chicken. I'm gonna have the chicken. This is the best chicken at any lobster restaurant.
Right here it is, right here. I play it. Okay, so yeah, as you see it, said they met at the G20 summit, and he said it was a great honor. So these guys basically have befriended each other. Okay. Now let's get a precept. All right, this is hold on. Okay. This is 1 Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon woman with child, and they shall not escape. That's right. So going into that peace and safety, all right, you know, basically, these leaders, these two particular leaders, they're basically saying they're peaceful with each other, all right, which we know that's, just all politics because um, with uh, well, the history of Trump and Kim Jong Un has been nothing but conflict. Okay, they really hate each other. All right, so this is really a fake friendship anyway. All right, like I said, just for the international affairs, just to basically put on a particular image to the world. Okay, that they're being peaceful, but really, inwardly, they really hate each other. Okay, look at Kim Jong Un's face. Look how he's looking at the president. He looks disgusted. Look at his face. So, yeah, we know this all BS anyway. All right. Let me see. Now, another thing, really, what I wanted to focus on was this other article. All right. It says, say what Trump boasts building brand new nukes and weapons that he will never use, quote unquote. Yeah, yeah. So I'll just read it a little bit. It says U.S. President Donald Trump touted his upgrade to the military that cost billions of dollars, but said that he never wanted to use them, despite the fact that he already did. It says we are totally revamping and improving in some cases, getting brand new nuclear weapons. Never want to have to use them, but we have the most and best in the world. Yeah, so as you see, all right, Trump is basically putting more money into these nuclear arms. Okay, he's putting more money into these these missiles. Okay, when you go down, it goes into oh well, here it is. This photo right here. This is the Minuteman III ICBM. And it says which can carry a nuclear warhead. All right. So these nations are testing these missiles, man. They're testing these ICBMs, and it's getting more upgraded. Okay. All right. So like your All right. Let me get let's get Isaiah 54:16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work, and I have created the waster to destroy." Yeah, so this is the waster to destroy. So this guy Trump is saying that he hopes he never has to use it, right? But it's gonna be used. These people aren't. Why would you put a billion, billions of dollars, hundreds of billions of dollars into something that you ain't even gonna use? That makes no sense. Okay, and this is all about the arms race. Okay, but furthermore, the reason why Trump is gonna use these missiles eventually is because the Lord is stirring up their hearts of the leaders. Okay, the Lord, it says, we just read it. The Lord created the waster to destroy. So the Lord created it to destroy. The waster is what? The ICBM thermonuclear missiles, which the Lord created to destroy. Which means what? Which means they're going to be used. They were created to be used. All right. Um, let's get Proverbs. I think it's 21. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Yeah, so hey, the Lord is basically directing the actions and the footsteps of these leaders. So by them going through this Cold War, going through this Cold War and basically having an arms race and you know, making sanctions against each other. All right, it's a lot of beef going on, and here it is. You have Trump being proud. I keep reading because um, Trump is being real proud. He said, "Oh well, he said, but we have the most and the best in the world," which is not true because Russia has way better missiles. But it says it's getting to a level where it wasn't even close. Trump said, "Hopefully, we'll never have to use it." All right. Though Trump repeatedly stressed that he never wanted to use nuclear weapons, some of his administration's recent actions have raised the threat of nuclear confrontation in Europe. Right, and I actually did a video on a lesson on that last month. Okay, basically going into how the United Nations, one of the United Nations leaders, they were in charge of, I guess, I can't really remember what role they was in charge of, right? But basically, they said that World War III is closer now than ever. Right? The chances of World War III are high as they were during the time of World War II. Okay, All right. So Trump also promised to enlarge the military's already astronomical budget and followed on that promise, hiking the U.S. military spend to around 700 billion a year. Next year's budget is slated to increase to 716 billion, which we know that's how Rome fell as well. All right, it's through basically the infrastructure of the society is deteriorating, but the actual money and resources is going towards what? Towards war. Okay, everything is gearing towards war. Let's get that in Joel. Joel 3 and 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say I am strong. Yeah, which plowshares and pruning hooks are working instruments, which basically is saying turn them into swords. And we know that the modern day sword is what? The ICBM missiles. A sword is anything, any weapon of today's time. Okay, that's what a sword. That's what the sword is in the scriptures. Okay, but it's saying turn these working instruments, and you need to be focused on uh, that. These nations are focused on creating weapons. Okay, that's why so much more budget. Trump is going over budget for the for his military spending. Okay, look, Trump said you you know what 700 billion is. Trump shouted to cheers from his military audience. You name it, we're buying it. Yeah, so um, Trump is he said you name it, we'll buy it. So he's getting whatever because and the reason why is because it's about to go down. Trump knows what's getting ready to go down. That's why he's basically putting all this money into nuclear arms and these different things because they know that everything is about to go into all out chaos. That's why he's putting so much money into it. Okay, which we know that's Esau being the devil. All right, talking about we hope we won't have to use it. He knows they're gonna use it. He knows what's gonna happen. All right, and we're telling you what's gonna happen. That there's gonna be nuclear war. Uh, World War III. All right, it's gonna go down. All right. So with that, hopefully we were edified. I want to give our praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Akakwadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.